and burning, and leave your friends fly away. Mothers. Oh yeah, good morning, my good people. How you doing? To all the women, young women, how you doing this morning? Well, today is August 6th, and today is Tuesday. And then somebody will say, but well, we all know today is Tuesday. Well, we've been on awareness, creating awareness on breastfeeding. And breastfeeding, the week start is it started from the 1st of August to the 7th. And today is the 6th. The importance of breastfeeding, the benefits for the child and mother, or the children or and mother as well. Because sometimes some people born twins, triplets, quadruplets, and etc. So it's going to be back this morning again. This is Her Voice radio program brought to you by Water in Liberia, together with the Liberia Watch Consortium with funding from Irish Aid. This program is aired on Truth FM every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. Well, this platform is dedicated mainly to issues that surround women and girls, providing a forum to discuss and elevate their voices on issues related to WASH. So when you hear WASH, we are talking about water, sanitation, and hygiene for short. On Her Voice, we share knowledge and information. We influence decision making. The last time we hosted the director at the the Ministry of Gender for Child and Development. Yeah, I know I'm getting it. For child development at the Ministry of Gender. And we hosted her that day. And guess what? She was in a workshop in Bikana. And I told her, I said, but we need more safe space. We want the Ministry of Education to inform schools to collaborate and to collaborate with institutions, especially high schools across the country, where they can have safe space for young women when they are in school and they are on the periods. So they cannot just leave school, stay out of school because they are on a period. And I see my time, so I can go to school, right? So we said, and she said, now I'm going back in the hall. I was trying to get her information. I'm going back to the hall. I'm going to inform them. We influence decision making and we don't force things here. This is an intellectual platform that is open to collaboration, generate ideas as well to enhance women's access to sustainable health services through clean water, proper sanitation facilities, good hygiene practices, nutrition, and sexual reproductive health and rights. Well, our goal, we have a goal, and our goal to um is to empower women by enabling them to have access to afford these crucial services, thereby improving their overall health and well-being. Once again, thanks to Water Aid Liberia with the Liberia Wash Consortium with funding from Irish Aid. Where is Lila George? Lila George, where are you? So, well, my name is Magdalene Fenasa. I'm here with Princess Zuza and along with Rachel Lucini, who is behind the camera to ensure that you see us. Yes, you can also see us. You can see Princess in her black coat, her black jacket, and I'm also here too. We're going to have a wonderful time. So, when we come back, we will tell you who's our guest and what we are going to be discussing today. But before we can go, take a short break. I want to remind you, this is something that is on my mind. It's a burning desire. When you are traveling out, when you are going out of Monrovia along those highways, you do not see wash facilities. You do not see washroom. Where when somebody is fainting, when somebody is tired, when women are on the periods and they want to change their parts, what do? If you want to use the bathroom, and that's why we have, I mean, the percentage of the population that practice open defecation is increasing. It's increasing. The last time the survey was done by the Joint Monetary Committee, um, I mean, experts came together from across the globe and they had this, they did this survey. It they said 38%. That was 2 years ago. I want us to, if we can lay our hands on current report with regards to open defecation, it would not really be good because you still have people doing it openly. I'm so sorry, those of you who having your breakfast this morning, especially when you're eating quaker oats. Eh? People, I mean, that's one of our advocacies here. And this is something that I'm not going to get tired talking about. We will continue to ensure that policymakers, our development partners, the government of Liberia, take, make sure, ensure that they institute these, they institute the or they put in, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. So they help construct these facilities along, along the way because it's important. Why if I'm traveling and I need water to drink? I need water to drink. I need to change myself. I need to defecate. I need to do the big one. I need to do the small one. You know the small one is urine, the big one is the other one. Hmm? So how do I ease myself? I have been traveling across the counties. For now, I think I've gone 8 to 9 counties. Yes, but I don't see these facilities, and we are 177 years old. And that is why Water Aid is saying by 2028, 700,000 people within Liberia have access to sustainable wash services. So let's take a short break. We when we come back, we are going to introduce our guests and the topic on the discussion this morning. But let me greet my friend, my colleague. Yes, Princess, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, Michael. And how
Your
are you?
face doesn't look like you're doing good. You look so stressed. Is there anything bothering you?
No, not really.
Did you black your door
Properly.
properly?
Before coming out.
Okay, so I gave you 3 minutes to tell us, and tell us something to watch, motivate us, man. We gotta be washing our hands, and using the restroom properly, and yeah, other hygiene practices as well.
Yeah, like you already stated it, to wash our hands properly, especially when it comes to, because one of the main important thing with practicing good hygiene is washing your hands properly. To our market women out there, when you're serving people, you can still wash your hands and serve. After serving, you can still wash your hands and put it to another place that you want to put it.
Where,
Or
what kind of other place?
the other. Yeah, so you
No,
can
you
just come
gotta
from
explain yourself.
you can just come from the bathroom, not because you're selling and just rush straight and somebody come, I want rice or I want this, I want oil, and you just use your bare hands that I was all washing it. We all gotta be careful show to our young girls, the same thing out there to you guys. Let's please wash our hands carefully and tell our children to do the same thing. When you wash your hands good, you will not get sick easily. But when you not wash your hand, like the last time on the highway, when you not wash your hand, it's possible you can get sick.
What do you have on the highway? You see the practice of open defecation.
Yes.
Open defecation. That day I was right around when somebody was doing it. I wanted to call the police, but the police there was looking for a place to go. And yeah, the teacher get ready to be embarrassing. I want to say police. And somebody is here doing it. But yes. I mean, it's something that we have to be very serious about. All of you can be traveling.
Yes.
All of you that can be traveling, you can go Kmart, you go Bomi, you go Bon County, you go Lofa, you go Real Access, you go Nima, when you're gym, what place you can go? You have to drive in a town. The last time into the what happened right in Monserrado, a whole town doesn't have bathroom. Yes, and that's why water is have highlighted or prioritized that area to ensure that they work along with the local leaders to implement more wash facilities over there.
Wow.
Yeah, and the people show me some of bush. I went there, I was thinking whether snail will come from, so it come from, so it attack me. But anyway, let's take this short break. We come back. We go strictly to our guest for our topic on our discussion this morning. It's going to be wonderful.
To make it better, let's work together. Mama,
Yes, Amy.
Mama, you always telling me that when you finish cooking, to be careful when we keep our food and to wash the dishes with soap and clean water and keep it in a clean dish rack. Why, Mama?
Because according to the data people, it is good for us to cover our food properly and put it in a clean and safe place so rats, roaches, ants, or flies and other animals can sit down on it and leave germs on the food to make us sick.
For you, Mama.
Oh yes, Timmy. According to the data people, we must always wash our dishes with soap and clean water. Put them on a dish rack so that rats, roaches, ants, or flies and other animals can sit down on them and leave germs on the food to make us sick.
Thank you, Mama, for telling me this. From now on, we will take care of our food and dishes so that rats, roaches, ants, or flies and other animals cannot sit on it to give us sickness.
So I call on everybody to always cover their food properly, wash their dishes with soap and clean water, and put it on a dish rack so that animals can play in it. Then it will prevent sickness.
This is a Team for Health campaign message from the National Public Health Institute of Liberia, Ministry of Health, Watch Commission, with support from Water Aid.
Our health, our life, everything ways to make it better. Let's work together.
Running all the women, every single woman, this is our time.
Water Aid Liberia presents A Voice, a 1-hour program that is aired on Truth FM every Tuesday at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Her voice gives women and girls the space to air their voices about issues that bother many on water, sanitation, and hygiene. The show seeks to increase knowledge and share information, influence decisions, strengthen collaboration, and solicit ideas to enhance women's potential to access and afford sustainable services for clean water, decent products, and good hygiene, nutrition, as well as the sexual reproductive health and rights. WaterAid's mission is to transform the lives of the poorest and most marginalized people by expanding and improving access to safe water, sanitation, and hygiene.
We will keep our drinking water clean and safe, we and our children will be healthy.
Don't miss out on this educated show that gives women and girls a space to air their voices about issues that border on water, sanitation, and hygiene. Voice every Tuesday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on True FM.
Okay, so yes, we want to welcome you back to Her Voice radio program. Today we have with us Madam Victoria Tolo funding manager at Water Liberia. Madam Victoria Tolo is, I would say, in court, a household name and a former uh, candidate, senatorial candidate. And I can remember the last time in August, no, October, before we could go for elections, she placed a call to pledge her on the same platform.
Okay.
Yeah, to pledge her she said it's going to be one of my top priorities to ensure that women have access and to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, she placed a call that day on the show a few days before we go for elections, and we'll also come and sing on the first phase on Truth FM. And she called, she said, this will be one of my top priorities. So, well, today she's the funding manager at Water in Liberia. Ma'am, it's good to have you on this morning. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you, Natalie. Thank you so much for
Yes.
remembering this. And I think I was in office, and then we had some discussion with some other international partner, and somebody recognized me. But everybody there recognized me, but somebody who was bold to speak and say, "Oh, this is the woman at that time,"
Okay.
and I remember her talking most of the time on the radio. She used to talk
Wow.
about women not having access to,
Yeah.
clean water, sanitation, and hygiene. And today she found herself with water aid, so meaning that water sanitation and hygiene is core to my heart. uh, I believe that without water, sanitation, and hygiene, you cannot have women fully, participating in economic development, agriculture,
Mm-hmm.
because once you are not healthy, you will not be able to participate in a growth of society. So I'm grateful today that WaterAid has employed me as the funding manager, and I look forward to a fruitful discussion. And I want the public to know that in as much as I work for WaterAid, I am a woman leader in this country. And
And you're
yes,
speaking at all the big events.
yes, we will speak, we will make sure our voice are heard,
Mm-hmm.
especially in the area of water sanitation and hygiene, because this has been our passion
Yeah.
before even we joined Water Aid
Yes,
Liberia.
I'm a witness to that. I'm a witness to that. I followed you, and I continue to follow you. Your advocacy for women to have access. I see that call that day. I when the call came, yeah, I never had your number stored. Yeah, I mean, I saw this Madam Victoria Tono Kwekwe, senatorial candidate, Monster Rider. I said, wow. And the people were asking for people to make, some commitments when they enter to the house at the legislature. They are going to continue the advocacy or make the wash sector a robust one. But you are well suited, and I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you, thank you. Looking forward to more engagement. Looking forward to uh, um, providing leadership in the sense that we will have funding in the sector.
Okay.
We need funding in the sector to be able to improve the sector.
Okay, so that brings in my first question. So tell us about your role. How do you operate? What's your function, and how do you go about getting funding for water aid?
Okay, so I have just joined Water A like 3 months ago. So under my leadership, we have not been able to secure funding,
Mm-hmm.
but we have been able to engage stakeholders, and telling them our role in the country, our position, our strive for improved water sanitation and hygiene,
Mm-hmm.
and we are making some headway. We have some other donors who are supporting water aid, but we
Mm-hmm.
think that those monies are still not enough, and for that reason, we are aggressive in our fundraising initiative. and we know by the help of God we will secure some funding to help buttress the government's effort, because
Mhm.
the government is the full responsible institution that is responsible for the well-being of its citizens. So international organizations come in, international organizations like Water Aid,
Mhm.
yeah, is to buttress the government's effort, and this is why we are here to speak about the importance of water sanitation and hygiene, but me the importance of it on women as well.
Okay.
Yeah, if we talk about women, women just take the front row, but it affects everybody in the sector.
Okay.
And
Mhm.
Natalie, when yeah, I was listening to you,
Mhm.
and you were talking about while traveling.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you listen to my speech the last time to the president, you were not there. I don't know why you were not. Truth FM was not there. I don't know why.
You didn't invite me.
No, I was not the organizer
Okay, I
anyway.
understand.
Yeah, but I expect all media entities to
Yeah,
be
sure.
informed and to be
Sure.
at some of these big occasions. So some of the things we spoke about was we talked about public, sanitation at public places. You
Okay.
were talking about people living from here to Cape Mount,
Yeah.
and then nowhere on the way. So we should
Mhm.
have somewhere where on the way that
Mhm.
when people are pressed, somewhere on the way where people will stop, and this is a public place people can go and use. You can
Mhm.
pay little or nothing. You can use, have your hands clean, well
Mhm.
sanitized, and then
Mhm.
you jump back on the vehicle and go by your business. But you are right. When people get a jam, they
Mhm.
stop on the highway and jump in the bush.
Mhm.
You don't even know where you going to meet there.
I
You
see
just
it.
jump in the bush. You do what you want to do
Mhm.
sometimes, and you go back. And you don't even you are not properly,
Hmm.
sanitized, and you get back on the
I
vehicle,
see. Oh.
and you just continue. Yeah. So, and those are things that
Yeah.
we looking at. Yeah, but I look forward to the discussion.
Okay, so I want you to tell us, we people hear water A, water A, water A. So now you are here and you explain your role. Tell us a little bit about water A. Who, I mean, what is this organization involved with? Even though we listen to you a bit, but want you to tell us in the next 1-2 minutes.
Yes, so,
Yeah.
so Water Aid is a charity organization, not
Okay.
for profit organization. So we are non-governmental, non-political. We are strictly into charity, and we are here for the well-being of the Liberian people. We are here to buttress government's efforts in the sector of water sanitation and hygiene.
Mhm.
And Water Aid has a niche, and this niche is you find this is not to denigrate anybody anyway, but
Mhm.
I just thought to say this because you find Water Aid is purely water
Okay.
sanitation and hygiene,
Mhm.
compared to maybe other organizations who are into gender equality, into women political participation, into education, into health, and other
Mhm.
things combined. But
Mhm.
water is concentrated on water sanitation and hygiene, and the reason is we believe that this is a very very important component in the lives of the human being in the society.
Mhm.
So this is the work we do. So what we do, we provide water points for communities, clinics or hospitals, public places. So we provide sanitation, we provide toilets, and good hygiene.
Mhm.
Yeah, good hygiene management. We also provide menstrual hygiene management. Those are all parts of WATCH.
Okay.
Sexual reproductive health rights, um, advocating for sexual reproductive health rights,
Mhm.
advocating for menstrual hygiene management products, to be either 10% reduction or free or so.
Mhm.
So those are the things we at Water Aid we are into. So Water Aid is concentrating on water sanitation and hygiene. So
Okay.
yeah, like maybe other people will be doing water sanitation and hygiene, then they will be doing health, they will be doing education, they will be doing agriculture, but we are into
Strictly to watch.
yeah,
So let's now go to the meat of this discussion, and it's going to be focused on women's access to clean water, sanitation, and hygiene or wash facilities. So what are some of the main barriers women have when with regards to accessing water, sanitation, and hygiene? I mean, you've been around some of those barriers in accessing wash.
So when we say barrier, I don't know. Like for example, you say, uh, what are the barriers to women political participation? What are the
Yes.
barriers
What's stopping them?
to women's education? But when we come to wash, it is not limited to only women. The women are just speaking because most of the burden are on them. So
But the topic today we're focusing on women.
yes, I
So
know.
you're sorry, men. You don't feel so jealous, but we just
Yeah. I'm just trying to say, listen, Natalie, uh, when we met the president, when we spoke, the president made a crucial statement, and
Mhm,
I will try to quote. If
mhm.
not, I will just say
Paraphrasing.
it. Yes, paraphrase it. He said, "When we are traveling,
Mhm,
we travel, we walk along with the women. We all walk together. When we get to the village, the men will go and relax. The women, they go straightly in the kitchen
hmm.
to provide for us to eat. We all work together. We all had a load on our heads. We all came, we are all tired. But the women, they didn't stop there. While we are sitting down, lecturing with our people, asking how the city or how this place,
Mhm,
how the community here, the women now are in the kitchen. And when they get to the kitchen, when no water, and they have to go for water,
mhm,
where do they go and get the water? They go back to the same creek and other things. The men they sit down, the only thing they wait for, the food is ready and they have to eat. So for me, when we say the barriers, I think the biggest barrier one is we have to commit to
mhm,
water sanitation and hygiene in our country.
mhm.
That commitment has to be made, and not only committing but fully implement
Okay.
our commitment, right?
Mhm,
So we have to commit to providing safe drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene to our people across the country. We have to implement our commitment, and once that happens, then we will have water. So for me, the only barrier is the commitment and the implementation of the commitment. Water sanitation and hygiene is so unique that to talk about barriers
mhm,
is completely different to when you say barriers to education of girls. Somebody will tell you, say, oh, the people will feel that women should be in the kitchen
mhm,
and while the boys go to school. So for that reason, they keep the children, traditional reason why the woman should not go to school and other things. But water sanitation and hygiene has nothing to do with tradition.
mhm,
It means, yeah, it has
mhm,
nothing to do with tradition. It has nothing to do with boy and girl. The difference between boy and girl. Maybe the only difference is when there is no water,
mhm,
then the woman has to take the top of the bucket to go and fetch water and bring it for
mhm.
the men to use.
And how risky is
Yeah,
that?
good.
Mhm,
And I was just on Punch FM,
mhm,
and I said this. I said some women, they live from their youthful age to death being raped
hmm,
in their marriage. And people surprised they want me to explain. This is it. A farm girl growing up in a village.
mhm,
This man wants her. He has engaged her so many ways. She didn't accept because she doesn't love him. He knows when she goes to fetch water. And the distance between the town and going to fetch water is to 15 to 30 minutes or even more.
mhm,
So he waits for her on the way, rape her, and in that process, she gets pregnant. She's so ashamed to explain that she was raped. She
hmm,
didn't love this man. She didn't have sex with this man because
mhm,
she was really in love. She
mhm,
was raped. She doesn't want to say this. The parents, who impregnated you? That Paul Brown. Paul Brown, you impregnated our daughter. What next? I will marry her. That all the community people want. Take responsibility, marry her. The fact that people say you will marry the man, they get married. The woman is in that marriage. She doesn't love that man. But the man was having sex with her. And she continued to bondure in that kind of abusive, home. Because she doesn't love him. She's only forcing him because her parents say you will marry him. Whereas she was raped. And she continues to be raped because she doesn't love the relationship. And she remains in our relationship until she's old and die. You understand? So these things happen. So when we have access to safe drinking water in our communities, you avoid these kind of things. You avoid further rape. You avoid rape, not further rape. You avoid rape. You avoid sexual harassment. People are harassed on all ways. Yeah? Maybe some of the men will say, let me harass her here. Maybe she will agree without raping her. You will avoid those kind of things. But you also, the biggest one also, you also provide healthy life for the people in the communities, right? You provide healthy life. People can get involved with the economic growth of their communities because they are healthy, they have good, water. They don't have to suffer from running stomach anymore. They don't have to suffer from what we call issue fish.
Yeah. You explain that.
We don't have to suffer from infection anymore because we have a very clean toilet. We are free. Let me be very frank with you. Sometimes when I went to the communities and I'm jammed, I keep it.
Oh yeah.
I keep it because I do not want to go to the toilets. Sometimes you go to the markets, you jam, you try to keep it. But sometimes when it overwhelm you, just gotta go there. And when you go there, you pick up things. Yeah. So you go to the market as a woman, and women are the one going to the market. Most of the people selling in the market, they are women. Even if there are men, when they go, they stand up, they do their thing. You have to sit over air. So you see, so providing water, sanitation, and hygiene to our people is very, very crucial for any nation. When you have people, especially women, having good life, they contribute to the economy, they contribute to agriculture, they contribute into so many things that will improve the communities. But you can have one woman laying down inside there and having issue fish, she's scared to come. Even they having gathering and she has to come and she has to scratch every minute, she will stay home. Even if her voice is loud, people respect her voice. She will stay home because why? Because she got issue fish and she knows that she can go 2 seconds without scratching down there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you just talk about community, you just mentioned community involvement. So what role do community-based approaches play in enhancing women's access to watch? So what would be communities now? What can they do? Because when you check our communities, you see most often the women will stay home. Women will be doing this, engaging other activities and stuff like that. So what can the community do to ensure that they play their own part?
So
the whole wash business, so they can play their own part, because they are very, very important. Women are very important. The whole wash thing we're talking about. That's why our topic today is women's access to wash.
So, Madeline, we have to talk to get the people aware. A lot of awareness we have to go on, and this is why all of the projects that WaterAid is writing, WaterAid is intentional writing gender transformative projects. This means we will involve all of the gender into our projects. Women will know their roles equally as men in the project. So if you go across, Natalie, you need to take time, do your independent journalism, go to the field. You see now that everywhere WaterAid works, when you go there, the women are more involved.
Yeah, I'm a witness.
The women are more involved, and this didn't come overnight. It came through the approach that Water Aid used, the gender transformative kind of proposals. You write and do not give the funding, and then you implement. You implement that. So you found women. So we are encouraging women, those who have had these trainings, those who have the knowledge. You need to continue to talk. You need to continue to advocate, for this facility to be in our communities. So I want to say, when I talk, they say, but she from Water in now, what issue is it? But the fact is, when people do the right thing, and Madeline,
Yes, ma'am.
my heart is so pleased that I am working for Water Aid. Facts.
And you're not even happy more than I, because you are well suited.
It's passion.
Yes.
Throughout.
Mm-hmm.
I can be on the basis of people lacking safe drinking water in communities. I went through the birth and length of Monserrado. Monserrado is where the capital city of Liberia is seated, Monrovia. But even within Monrovia. But we want to say thank you to just now I was coming, and I told you when you call, I said I was already on the Dupo Road area. I stopped somewhere, and somebody was telling me, say, the water situation a little bit stable now, and we can call it Mo Ali. So, so the people when they come outside, they can say Mo Ali, yeah. They say yeah. Mo Ali, yeah. They're calling it water now. Mo Ali, yeah. They say yeah. But I want to tell you that Mo Ali has passion for this area. Mo Ali also worked for Water Aid.
Okay.
I got the history that Mo Ali also worked for Water Aid.
Yeah, I was told.
So Mo Ali has the passion. He needs to just step up the game more and more and more.
Okay.
And things. So
with regards to communities' involvement, you talk about women's participation. Listen to the town chief from Todi. Okay, you that the town chief over there. Oh, she said, "Mongo in the cover."
Yeah.
you listen to her.
Yeah.
She's a town chief in Todi.
In one of the communities.
Yes.
Yeah. So you see, so that is the most important part, that the approach when I was talking about that Water Aid is carrying out.
Okay.
So we don't just give them the pump. We install the pump. We train the pump mechanics. But we also introduce this village savings and loan, particularly for the pump management. So people, the little amount they pay to get the water, because Mo Ali can state that, or the Wash Commission can state that. I think there is a act now that even you get wet to your house, you must pay something to government for the water. So pumps that we put in the communities, people should be able to pay, every month or every week or every day, and left for the kind of community how they feel they can manage it. So those monies, they save them. So when the pumps fall, they go into the cover. So that's what she was referring to. They go into their cash box. They take money from there to repair, their pump. And this is very important because the maintenance of the facility too
Mm-hmm.
is crucial to these things. I
Mm-hmm.
remember I used to work for Plain International, and we did some hand pumps in the local area. And there was a pump there when we did the assessment. There was a pump that the people said, it's been 5 years now, we have not used this pump. So we said, for us, the pump is not good. So we hire people to
Mm-hmm.
do new pump to distribute water to the community and to the clinic in Salaye.
Mm-hmm.
This particular one happened in Salaye. It was even though it was in 5 communities, but the Salaye one. So the contractor that went to do our work, when he saw the pump, he said, "We will give you this. Will be our DAS to you. We'll fix this pump for." And it took him less than 5 minutes to fix the pump.
A
So
pump that have been spoiled for. Oh my God.
yeah, it took him less than 5 minutes. He fixed the pump, and the water was shooting. They just took off the old water from there, and the water was again good. So many the community
Wow.
people had 2 water points now,
Mm-hmm.
so they have more water in Salaye. Anytime you go to Salaye, go to the clinic in Salaye, you will see that. So sometimes the maintenance of this pump it costs nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that you have to train the people also, and that is part of the package of providing water points to communities where we train the people how to maintain their pump, but we also involve the wash commission,
Mm-hmm.
the Ministry of Public Works, just in case the maintenance of the pump has left the level,
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
the community where you have a major breakdown where the Ministry of Public Works or the wash commission can come in. So it is also part of the part of package. And I want to say congratulations to that. And when we talk about females,
Mm-hmm.
females taking leadership position,
Yeah.
you see she made a decision. She said the pump is broken down. We're
Mm-hmm.
not calling nobody now to come face it. We're not going to call water aid. They brought it to us. We now should take ownership of the pump, and that
Mm-hmm.
is the sustainability part of the
Yes.
package. So y'all go in a coffer, take
Mm-hmm.
money from there and repair the pump. And they repair the pump, the pump was functional.
Yeah, so we were a group of journalists who went to that
Oh,
time,
okay. Yeah, yeah.
and we talked with them. We interview people, and they have a whole organized team that they have taken ownership of these facilities, and that's how message should go across. Apart from wash facilities or water aid in the projects, people should be able to own these projects when our partners, development partners, come in country and say, "Oh yeah, we want help you." Then we own it at the end after they finish. They've constructed these projects. Okay, so yes, this is her voice on Truth FM 96.1 is sponsored by Water in Liberia. Today we have with us Madam Victoria Tolokokwe. She is the funding manager at Water in Liberia, once a former senatorial candidate who vigorously advocated for WASH, and now she is suited in the play. They pay all the wash. Look, water aid goal is to ensure that 700,000 people in Liberia benefit from wash by 2028.
Yeah.
And they also want to annually mobilize 13 million United States dollar annually,
Yeah.
so that their wash sector can be a vibrant, a robust one, so that we all can benefit. You know, when you not drink clean water, you are someone will run. You're not saying a good play, you will get HFP women. That one, that who will tell you that one? You go, you sit down. Oh, so it's important, and that's why we should embrace this, kind of discussions. All right, so give us some recommendations for especially women. Give us some recommendations. What should women be doing? Women who in school, they are teachers, they are in a community, they are in a market. Women who selling food. Yeah, who's selling food for the next 2 minutes? Then we'll take 5 minutes course, and then we'll call it a day.
So, Madeline,
Yes, ma'am.
I way back, I think it was 2012, 2013. I used to work for Play International, and we had these hand pumps in the communities. This was in Bapolu. We have few schools in Bapolu and then and pumps. And then we went to do an annual evaluation of the projects,
Mm-hmm.
and the procedure was to have focus group discussions with different sectors, with the children, school going children, elderly people, women, different focus group discussion.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were while we were talking with the young people, and this child was just in the fourth grade, I think fourth or fifth grade, and we were talking about when we were talking about washing hand. What is the practice of washing hand when they come to school? This was 2013 before Ebola.
Okay.
Yeah, 2012 rather, before Ebola. So washing hands. So the child said, how will you be telling us about washing our hands when they pump on the school compound and not functioning? What place we
Wow.
take water from?
Wow.
And
Smart kid.
people were surprised that we were talking wash, and the child already had the idea that wash is linked to water.
Hmm.
Yeah, wash is linked to water. So the recommendation first will come from stakeholders, right? We
Okay.
need to invest in this sector because you go and tell the women in the communities, you need to wash your hand. You go to the marketplaces, you need to wash the hand. But where are they taking the clean water from to wash their hand? Because it's not about just washing your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can go into other water and wash their hand. You could even wash your hand with water, and that water affect you more than not washing your hands.
Mm-hmm.
So the first recommendation is to the stakeholders, our development partners, our development partners. We need to invest more in this sector, and the government also need to invest more in this sector. And we're looking forward to the legislature. We know that this year budget has passed, but we're looking forward also to the legislature to ensure that water sanitation and hygiene is prioritized in our country. Now let's go down now to community level. Areas that we already have these things, we need to maintain them, like my Oma was saying on the radio just now. We need to maintain them. We need to have sustainability plan to maintain them because every project has a deadline. It has to exit
Mm-hmm.
when the donor implementation has ended. But these sustainability plans are laid out for you, the community people, to be able to maintain the project while this project has exited from your community to
Mm-hmm.
another community. Because
Okay.
we cannot continue to concentrate on one community. We have to move on to other communities. And once you have the access,
Okay.
you have to make use of the asset.
Okay. Yeah, so please, we need to do this most often. You are in a position now. This program is sponsored by Water Aid. You are the funding manager. We need to do this most often. But let's take few calls. We got 6 more minutes to go, and we'll maximize our time. 0777253819 or 0777285961. Princess is going to manage the calls this morning. 0777285961 or 0777253819. Well, we are discussing women's access to wash, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Yes, and we have with us former senatorial candidate who
It's
who who,
now.
who, who is now the funding manager at Water Aid. And yeah.
Please walk away from the monitor, please. Your name and where are you calling from? Hello? Walk away from the radio, please.
Uh-huh.
Good morning.
Okay, she's taking note. All right, she's taking note. Okay. Okay, so I think we can take 2 more calls and We call it a day. 2 more calls, 0777253819. All you have to do is step away from your monitor, or else we get feedback and it is not actually good for us. And also the recording, so whether Water Aid has an office in Margibi and maybe other areas as well. Another call. Hello? Okay. All right, so we'll take one more call. That person did not come through. We'll take one more. 0777285961. Just step away from your monitor when you call 0777285961 or 0777253819. Yes, I'm sorry, those of you who are catching it very difficult to come through. Step away from your monitor and you can read that. We will take one more call and then we call it a day. So this is Her Voice, a radio program brought to you by Water Aid Liberia. Yes, get that one quick.
Yes, morning. Can you walk away from the noise more, please? Walk away from the noise more, please.
Okay. Is my mic clear now?
Go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Amra El Yama. I'm calling from Sweet Tower.
Okay.
Sweet Tower, Long Island.
Go ahead.
Yeah, firstly, I want to recognize the presence of our mother East Hill, but I'm sure we do appreciate our efforts for providing humanitarian support for the Liberian people. And I want to see that the topic is one of the solutions is very high, and the solution here, the community themselves have to take the initiative. As we observe, when people used to carry out somebody's project, the community dwellers maintain the airports. At the end of the day, there's some people to watch.
Okay.
Provide the initiative to look at somebody's project.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So that's my recommendation.
Okay, so we can't take any other call. So join us next week. Yes, we're sorry, we can't take any more calls, but go back to our guest to close up in the next 1 minute 30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you, Matalin. It was a nice show, and the two quarters were to the point. The first one talk about whether we have office in Margibi. No, we do not have office in Margibi. We have worked in the southeast. We have worked in Cape Mount. We have an office in Cape Mount. We have an office in Morovia. That's the headquarters. We have an office in Todi district. So these are places we have worked. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean we are not working in Margibi. We are working in Margibi. The next person talk about the maintenance of it. Yes, and we just told you how we work with the community people to make sure these facilities are maintained.
Okay.
And you listen to the town chief, one of the town chiefs, telling us how they repair one of the pumps. So this is the approach we take. So
thank you.
Yeah, so I say thank you. We look forward to coming once in a while to talk about water sanitation and hygiene, because this is really, really key to my heart. Regardless of me working for Water Aid, it is key to my heart. And as a woman of Liberia, we need to talk about water sanitation and hygiene and how water sanitation and hygiene should be improved in our country. Thank you so much.
Thanks to Madam Victoria Tolo Kwekwe, funding manager at Water Aid Liberia. Thanks to all of our callers. Those of you who apply efforts in reaching us this morning and couldn't make it, you didn't make it. We sincerely apologize. On behalf of the entire team, my name is Magdalene Finasa. I was here with Princess Zuza along with Rachel Lucini. Next is the news summary from the News and Current Affairs Department here at the Renaissance Communications Incorporated. Yeah.